Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning. We're here in the lab at M2C Racing, and today we got the Cobra 6 to unbox. So we're gonna unbox this thing. We're gonna check out the mounting pattern. I got some dimensions on it from a friend of mine, but I need the ESC in order to really make sure it fits, because we need to fit it on the Creighton V5, the Sledge, Notorious, Italian. I don't think we need to fit it on that one. Look at that. Monster. Anyway, we're going to flip the hat cam around. Oh, sorry. We're going to flip the hat cam around and start working on this thing. We'll unbox it. We'll check it out. I know you guys have probably seen this done before, but I'm coming at it from a little bit different angle because I got to figure out how to fit it on the truck. So let's do this. So we got the Castle Cobra 6, Cryo Drive, Smart Sense, waterproof. We got our coffee, so we're ready to get something done. It's Tuesday morning, and these things are assembled in the USA. I really like Castle. I wish more people would buy them. From 2S to 8S for sensor motors. Now this is more for the 1717 style motor, to the best of my knowledge. I gotta get this thing just right. More for the 1717 motor, to the best of my knowledge. Let's cut this thing open and check it out. I love the fresh RC smell, and I can't wait to smell it. All right, peel it back, baby. There's just something about opening a package, guys. Oh yeah. Let's see what she's gonna smell like. I love to smell new things. Oh, well, we got a quick start guide. Oh, we got stickers. Bam. All right, we got some. Oh, this is the Castle Link doodad. All right, very good. Okay, so what we got here, I got kind of a sketch of this thing because I had my buddy scan the bottom of it and send me a scan of it. But I don't have the exact numbers. It looks like we're on a square pattern, and we're gonna have to draw this thing because you see how this pattern is offset. Let me go grab my my notes and a post-it note, because this is that calculator, caliper. We're ready now. All right. Okay, let's check, make sure we're in frame. We good? Because I kind of got this thing, it's like, I think I'm just right. Okay, so here's what we got. This is all in decimal, or rather, let's see where we're really at on this thing. Okay, so these are going to be, all right, 0.082, so half of that is 0.041. Here's how we're gonna find this pattern. Oh, I'm gonna need to cut that out. Okay, so we're gonna do this in inches. I'm sure it's a metric number. So we're gonna go from hole to hole. I got 1.760, 1.76 plus 0.082, it's 1.842. I like these little U-line pallet things. They're so cute. Wish I had a little forklift to pick it up, you know what I mean? But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sketch the bottom of this thing, just like that, right? Just so I kind of know which side's the long side and which side's the short side. You're welcome for the totally accurate artistic rendering. All right. So what do we come up with? 1.842. All right. 1.842. All right. 2.489 plus 0.082. 2.571. And yeah, I know my notes are a little messy, but I know where I'm going. All right, 2.571. Now we got this pattern here. Now, .840 plus 0.082, 1.922. I think that's common. That's going to be typical. All right, so that's typical. So now let's find out where this is. 2.133 by we'll call it 2.130, 2.740. All right, so now all I need is a corner dimension, and we'll draw it off of this corner since we started here. Why not? Now, to find out where the center line of this hole is from this edge, what we're going to do is we're going to say 0.082 divided by 2. It's going to be 41 plus 0.065. 0.106. That is not a number, but, right? So we got 0.106 this way. Now let's figure out what we got this way. .044, 0.041 plus 0.044, 0.085. Okay, so, yep. So this is really all we need to draw this base. But then we got to take this base pattern and we got to make a pattern out of it, because this is going to be this is going to be the size, the common size. I don't really need to go over all the features and everything with this. RC already did all that, and he's going to do it way better than I do, because he's extremely good at explaining stuff. If you're not subscribed to RC, get your subscription on, get over there and watch his channel. Best tech channel in RC I've ever seen. Anyway, let's I think I got everything I need here. Now we need to, let's go draw this pattern. Let's make a pattern template, and then we'll start importing this onto our ESC plates, because we got to put it on quite a few ESC plates. So let's get to it, guys. I'm gonna okay, fellas, here's where I'm at. So I got, it looks like on Rev V, I actually put the Cobra 6 on it, okay? So you could get the Cobra 6 on it with the battery connections or the motor connections going all the way over. I didn't even advertise it because I wasn't satisfied with it, so now I'm coming back to it. Here's our pattern. Here's our pattern for, here's our pattern, here's our battery, our motor connections rather. Here's our whole pattern. Now if you look at this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this thing around 180 degrees. And you're going to see the dilemma of why I just stopped what I was doing. So we're going to rotate that 180 degrees about the midpoint of this line. About the midpoint of that line, right? And we're going to move it. Now, you see this funky hole pattern we got here? That's the problem. All right? Because watch what happens when we go to put that funky hole pattern. We got one hole, two holes, and nothing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over here to the car. I just screwed it down to the car. This is actually the Rev B. Can you see what I'm looking at when I'm this close? Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, So it looks like that hole will line up with this hole. So, but look where we're at. We're up against, can you see that? We're man, I need to use my phone for this, huh? So I can make sure you guys are seeing it. I'm gonna go get the phone so that I can see, what's going on. Okay, we're on the phone now, and now I can see what you're seeing. Anyway, so even if we put, now these holes, these bottom holes, they're so close they look like they're drilled through and maybe tapped from both sides, but it's a very good reference. So you see this hole there, okay, that best case scenario, I get it like that, okay? And now I'm still hitting this upright over here. Okay, so maybe, well, hold on a minute, hold on. I can see another hole right there, here. I'm trying, oh, that's because it's all the way up there in my drawing. See, that's what happens when you ain't got the part. Because I drew that with the part. Because that, yeah, okay, you know what, I'm wondering if we can't, what if we could put a hole right there, a hole right there, a hole right there. Now we just need to see if we can get a motor in there. See if I could get 1, 2, if I could get 1, 2, 3. I mean, I would be all right with 1, 2, 3. I would feel, I don't know why they put such tiny screws in this freaking thing. That's really aggravating, because these little teeny 2.5 millimeter screws. Now that's kind of the same thing I did. It's kind of the same angle I did with the, Max 6. But I don't have a 17. I gotta get a 1717 in here, because I know they got a super long shaft, and I know if you're gonna run this Cobra, you're gonna run. I shouldn't have sold that 1717. I had a brand new one. It sat there on the thing for years, and I sold it. Anyway, let me go grab a motor, and we'll see what we're looking at. Okay, fellas. So the shaft size on the 1721 is going to be 22 by 8. All right. Now that's very close. I went ahead and pulled that side guard. That's very close to the 4990, except it's an 8 millimeter shaft. So I went and grabbed one of those. Now if I tilt this thing the way we were looking at it earlier, I'm going to tilt it. I'm going to have it up against the servo mount. Hopefully you can see that, because I need my hand right now. Hopefully you guys can see that. Right there, up against the servo mount. 1, 2. Oh, maybe I can use that hole as a reference. Tilt it like that, because I can't go past this line because we got the side guard we got to deal with. But if I use that hole as a reference, I'm going to put that hole, whatever that hole lines up with, we're going to put that hole right there. And we're going to rotate around that hole, because we can use that 3 millimeter hole, even though this is a 2.5 millimeter screw. I mean, we're good to go on a 1721 right there. But let's check this out and see. Oh, nah, this ain't gonna happen. It could happen, fellas. I mean, it could happen. It depends on what gear. You'd have to use a big old freaking gear. But this is a 2028. You'd have to use a big old freaking monster gear. But you could get away with that big old monster gear Let's look. Where's my box of gears? Oh, here's a box of gears. Here we go. What are we looking at? Here's a 35. I mean, 35 ain't out of line, I don't think. I don't think 35's out of line for this combo, do y'all? I can get a 35 to mesh. I hope y'all can see that. I need my hands. So, I mean, that's gonna be close to them wires, but, you know, no balls, no glory. I mean, if it was my motor, I wouldn't be scared to freaking trim that with a Dremel. I wouldn't be scared to crank the motor up and take a Dremel and freaking put it on the table and just, but I can't count on people to be able to do that or willing to do that. Let's get down. This is the smallest gear with an 8mm. This is the 18. There's no way we're gonna be able to do that, but I'm gonna stick it on here anyway, because I wanna see just how close I can get so I can start guessing. 18, so we're gonna be in the 20s. What do we got? What do we got? Oh dear, what's that? What's this? This is a 20. But I think we need to play it safe, because we're gonna rotate around that. We're gonna take it all the way out there. No, you see, you're gonna have to be in the 30s. Absolutely gonna have to be. This is a 33. This is a 30. I'm gonna say a 30. I don't know. I don't even know if that's reasonable. We got that one there. That's just too close. I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be at least a 32. Unless I can, I mean, what if, they're out in the middle there. I'd love to see this freaking 18 go on there. Boy, that just make me happy. Happy. Oh yeah, it can happen, guys. I can see it. Can y'all see it? Man, I hope y'all. I gotta see if y'all can see this. Yeah, can y'all see it? I can see it. This is 18 tooth. I hope y'all caught that. I hope I was able to catch that. So that's with a slight amount of clearance. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a magic marker and outline this thing and see if I can't place it right there. So let me get that done. Well, you know what? I think you guys can come with me with that. We're talking 2028, baby. with gearing options. Okay, so just gonna kind of do this caveman style, because I can see 1, 2. Oh, shit. I can see it, guys. I can see it. I can see it. I'm gonna do this just a little bit of a caveman style and use a magic marker right there, right there. And what I'm gonna do, what we'll do is I'll take this off and I'll put it back on there, and then we'll start taking measurements on the, I'll take this off, and now I can put it back on there, and we'll start taking some measurements. Because you see, I got just a touch of clearance to there. I think we're going to be cool. I think we're going to be all right. So let's take this off. I'm a little excited about this, actually. I was thinking that this was going to be, like, seriously. Okay, yeah, we're still in line. See, our holes are still lined up. I was thinking this was going to be a bear, but it's actually not going to be too bad. I just got to find that correct angle. I got to find that just right angle over here. So let me sit down with my caliper, take some measurements, get a drink of water, and we'll be back. So we're going to call this 8 degrees. It's about 7.5, maybe 8 degrees. And And now I gotta drop the, we flipped over to a bottom plane so I can see what I'm doing, kind of in reference to the way it's sitting on the truck. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my representation of the Cobra 6 hole pattern and box and casing, and I'm gonna rotate that. I'm gonna do 7.5 degrees, and then we're gonna figure out how far away we're gonna be from that hole right there. Autofocus. That hole right there is that hole right there, and we're gonna figure out how far away we're gonna be from that. All right, so let's go do that, and I'll come back with an update. Okay, so here's where we ended up. What I did is I drew the representation of the Castle, and I drew my circles where the motor plugs in at. And what I did is I went back over to the top plane, and I stayed on the bottom plane. I rotated 7.5 degrees like we discussed, and then I just went ahead and put the intersection of the outside, these two outside lines that represent the outside of the ESC, I just put that in the corner of that at the 7.5 degrees. And this was originally drawn in Gibbs cam, so I had to send it back out to Luis, and so that he could, this is not an actual solid model. We never did a solid model on this. Okay, this is actually a representation of the machined part when finished. Okay, there's a couple little tricks we can do, and we can make a file. Now this is an STL file. STL files, they're kind of usable. Like if I were to go and machine this file in Mastercam, it wouldn't come out very nice, because these aren't, I can generate geometry off of it, but you see how inside the holes there, you see how it has these lines and the holes all choppy. Okay, well everything on this file is like that. Okay, it's made, STL file is made from thousands and thousands of tiny little triangles that represent the surface of the part. What we can do, anyway, so we made some modifications out in Gibbs cam, and what I'm going to do is I had him save the file after we made the modifications and machined it. I had him save the file, and now we're going to go over into Bamboo, and we're going to print it out. Because you see, now we have our new hole pattern. See, here is, it looks like that's an intersecting hole right there. We have our new hole pattern here, and then one of the holes ended up landing here, and then one of my holes ended up landing over here. You can see it, or where did it end up landing? Did he get all the holes? No, it's this hole here. So it's not that hole that's over there in the corner. It's this hole, because the corner of the part, the corner of the ESC landed off the corner of the part. If that makes sense to you guys, hopefully that makes sense. So what we're going to do now, we're going to print one out. Let's go to the other one. We're going to print one out, and we'll make a blue one. I make my prototypes bright because I like to be able to see what I'm doing. So we're going to send that to the printer, and we'll check it out when it's done. Okay, guys, we got one printed. It's looking pretty good. Let's see if it works. Oh no. Do I have any 2.5 millimeter bolts? I don't know why they use such tiny freaking bolts on this thing. Jeez Louise, I bet I don't even have any of these. Such an oddball size. Oh, you know what? I know where 2.5 millimeter bolts live. Right here. Probably not going to be any short enough. Let's see what we got in here. No. Well, no. Okay, okay, we got some 2.5 by 10s. I'm pretty sure that's going to be too long. Let's find out. Oh, let's see. We got one. Where'd we go? Oh. So we're going to locate it down here. Where's the ESC? I'm printing this one now. So it goes like that. That means we're gonna be like this. So no, I'm not gonna do this with a power tool because it's too tiny. It's just gonna, I think it's probably gonna be too long, to be quite honest with you. But we can verify fitment with this. And there's going to be another hole right. Is this thing backwards? No. It's missing a hole. Anyway, this will verify the position. I mean, it's okay. Now, if this fits properly, I'm gonna get excited. And this sure feels pretty good. Let's put a couple screws in it, see what happens. He forgot to drill one of the holes. Okay. One-handed. Thank God I ain't trying to hold the phone up. All right. All right. We have clearance. And let's check the big motor with the little gear, which is what we want. Okay, so I think we figured out yesterday that, what is this? 32, I think we had a 30 on there yesterday. This is a 20. I forgot what we did. It can't be that close, it's gotta be over here. You're not gonna put a 32, where's our gears? Come on. I think I'd have left it on there. No, you can't go that low. $30. .32 minimum with the big motor, period. I mean, it's so close, it's ridiculous. I think I was looking at it yesterday, talking about shaving it, which is what I would do. I'd hit it with a Dremel, turn it on, Dremel, but it works. I like it. I almost wonder if there's more clearance back there, if I can move further back. No, I can't. Well, maybe I can. Let's see. I think I can move it farther away. Let me take a look at it. Let's pull it off there. I mean, we're good where it's at, but I think I can get it a little bit more clearance. Let's take a look. Let's see. What do we look? How are we looking? Ooh. We missed that hole. I wonder if I can use that hole. No. Oh man. I think, oh, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board on it, guys, because I tell you, I think I can use, it's so close. It's gonna be crazy if these holes actually line up. Holy crap, they do. I think they actually line up. That's gonna be too crazy if they do. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's 2 existing holes in this freaking thing that'll line up. That's ridiculous. Come on. No way. That's crazy. That's too crazy. That's not even reasonable. That's crazy. It works. And it's got 50 thou clearance. And I just gained 100 thousandths more clearance here, which still not gonna work. But oh, it does work. Holy cow. No freaking way. That's crazy. Okay, I gotta go lay this out in Mastercam and redo this one, but we got some, that is so freaking cool, dude. Check that out. It works. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna get back to drawing. I'm gonna lay this thing out and we're gonna print another one. This one's printing, we'll get it fitted up. Let's do this. All right, fellas, so we're back. I'm currently printing the latest revision of the ARRMA one, and we got the Sledge one in our hand. Let's put this ESC on it and check it out. Now, we did have to get into the standoff portion here and here, which is okay because this is just flat to make it solid. They're like feet. So we're gonna put this sucker. Where are we going? Where are we going? So I wanted to do it like that. So we're going to use these. Let's see where we're at. I'm thinking right there. We're just going to screw it in a little bit, and that way I don't wear the threads in these itty bitty holes out. Now, let's get over here in the light so we can see. And we got one hole right here, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So let's just get them below the level here. Right there, bam. All right, so now we'll just take this one off. Now, this is the plate that goes on the reverse motor mount. I'm not gonna make one for the forward mount because I don't think anybody's going to be using a Cobra 6 on that. If I'm wrong, we can probably figure out a way to add them to it. I mean, because this is like a big freaking monster ESC. There's no reason to use that on a little teeny 72 motor or 79 motor. Okay, we're going this way. Yeah, make sure we got clearance everywhere. Good old clearance, huh? Can't believe 2 years later I still got these special screws that hold that thing down. We take these things apart so many times, guys. I'm just gonna put 2 in. See, good opportunity to lose that one, huh? All right. This is actually adjustable because it's using the motor mount slide things. But okay, so whatever rev level that is going to be, we'll be on it the next time we run them. Here's where we're at on this thing. I found 2 holes that somehow freaking magically line up on this part. Okay, so we're back on this part. We found actually 2 holes that already line up. And that's just happenstance, okay? That is just happenstance. Because the holes we're going to use are already in my ESC plate. One of the holes is the ESC mount for the stock ESC, right? And this stock ESC moves around a little bit. You got about 20 thou there. So I was able to take the stock ESC mount, the stock ESC mounting holes, right? They're gonna be drilled and tapped, but I was able to take the stock ESC mounting holes and use them. I moved it so that it was exactly the distance here. I did move the stock ESC holes because it has about 20 thousandths clearance to the stock ESC, to the screw. Now one of them's going to be a tapped hole, so be aware of that. But the other 2, we're going to have one, and you're going to see this thing line right up, bada bing, right there. So, and we're going to also have another one. We're also going to have another ESC hole right there. You can see we'll have mounted at 3 points. Okay, so now we're going to install the ESC plate on the truck. Hopefully I still got a screw on my screwdriver. And I would say this adapter plate is 2 screws away from being done dada. Right there. None of this has changed. I'm just double checking clearance. We aren't going to have a Rev C until we sell these last 7 Rev Bs, but we're good to go. We got the clearance. Would I recommend going to an 18? No, I wouldn't. Not at all. I thought I had more clearance than that. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. No, because I had increased clearance when I put this thing on here. No? No, that's the right hole. See, I don't want to get too close to that servo mount. And nobody's going to run a freaking 18 on this truck. Not with this mount anyway. Not with, I thought I had a little more clearance than that. You won't actually be able to run an 18 with this, guys. So we did put the right holes in there. My mistake. So you will not be able to run an 18. It's too little. I'm going to say a minimum of 27 here. See, I got more room right there. That I think I can utilize. I'm going for extreme. Who's really gonna run a 2028? Not many. But you can run a 2028, 27 minimum. But that's dangerous, not gonna lie. I see more clearance. I see more clearance and we got to use it. Need a hole there, and I'll move it over 100. I can see 100 and it'll be touching. Let's get back to it. It's the next day. I just got the final revision off the machine. I made this last revision because I thought I could get just a little more room out of it, and I was able to. All right, so I'll fast forward through some of the stuff that we don't need. Let's see, have we got it marked properly? Let's see. Should be right there. And kicked over this way, just like that, I believe. Because you guys got to be able to use it too, right there. Hopefully you guys can see in that hole with me. So there's our two new holes. I moved it 125 more thousandths. All we really got to do right now is verify. You really don't even have to screw it all the way in because there's nothing underneath it right now. All we really got to do is verify fitment and that it's not going to hit. I hope you guys can see in this hole with me. Nope, that's wrong. It's wrong. I'm in the wrong hole. Okay, so I'll have to make this part of the quick and dirty installation video, although I'm not being that quick. Okay. All right. That should be sufficient for what we're trying to do. All right. Okay, so, why do you always fumble when you're on camera? I can feel that it's in the right place, guys, without even looking, because I don't feel any resistance. So here we go. Hopefully you guys can see that gap. Let's make sure. I'm going to make sure right there. I don't have it screwed down all the way, but I can clearly see we still got 80 thousandths more, but I'm not going to move it again. You know why? Because right now we can get, I'm betting, 18. Bam! Victory. All right. Bam. I'm going to call that a win, fellas. We're going to call that a win. The rest of them are slam dunk. The 1114 and I still got to do the XRT, but the rest of them are going to be a slam dunk. We beat this one. So thanks for joining me on this little journey. It's Monday morning. So what I decided to do, I changed my mind. I am going to update the ARRMA ones because that's the most popular one that's going to have this truck. As you can see, we did a Rev B, updated to Rev C. All right, and we even engraved it on there. This is the new Rev C. Let's put it on the truck. And what I'm going to do is and I also got some screws in. for this crazy doggone tiny ESC holes. So this will be an update. I'll edit this in or out or something on the video. Now I'm just using 2 screws, but there is going to be a 3rd screw hole position that will reveal itself. What I did, this is not going to be a super popular ESC combo. As you can see, there is a 3rd hole available that you can put 3 screws. Okay, so let's get this sucker right here. We got clearance, and we got clearance for this monster gear, this monster motor with this big old gear. I mean, can't ask for no better than that. All right, so I'm gonna tell Michael to go crank it up. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I had done another exit video on this, but I changed it because I wasn't planning on updating the hole patterns on the current ESCs. I thought I had like 5 of them left. Turned out we had a bunch in a bag behind it. We ended up having about 30, so I'm gonna go ahead and update this because I know this is gonna be a popular ESC for this, for the Creighton and for all the ARRMAs, because it's just right size, man. So thanks for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to join the M2C test team. We got the membership on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join up in that, because a couple of those guys are gonna end up getting one of these ESC plates for free. And it's not gonna be the plastic one. So thanks for coming along. We're gonna get on something else and we're gonna do it again. Come on down to m2cracing.net and get yours now.